Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Of course, they need your engagement. They need your engagement in order for them to manifest, in order for them to charge up whatever it is. So, of course, they throw tactics at you. Yes, they are trying to get you in a melee of getting you into your ego. So yes, you might be like, when you choose to disengage, people are like, yeah, they bitch, they ain't about that, they ain't on shit, they ain't about shit, you wasn't talking that shit, you ain't on that shit. But it's really because they need you to be in lower energies, lower vibrations, so it could feed a certain narrative that is non-existent. Because initially, they do this type of stuff so it could justify the reasoning into why they don't fuck with you. Why they felt that the vibe they had about you was right all along type shit. Or what people have been saying type shit. Whole time they poking the bear. They trying to purposely trigger you. This is because your light irritates what's not healed within themselves. Your light irritates where they're lacking in self. And this is usually coming from, say if you were divine feminine, and you know what I'm saying, and it's coming from a wounded masculine. This is if you're dealing with people that still deal with their ego, that have narcissism disorder, that have bipolar disorder, that still have certain type of anger issues, like they haven't fully mastered themselves and they are emotional and they are not truly responsive and logical in the decisions that they make. So when they see a woman fully in her power, or moving in her power, or moving in her divine feminine, in her light, it irritates where they're not fully one with their divine feminine energy within themselves. Because to see a divine woman in her power, a woman's just standing in her power sovereignly, oh, it's definitely a turn on for a man that is truly healed within the two. Only, and I'm going to tell you this, ladies, only a weak man that tries to come for you is afflicted by you, is intimidated by you, is jealous of you. Only a wounded man, a divine masculine, is not going to find you being too masculine because you're standing in your power. He's not going to find it disrespectful. He ain't going to find you to be a turnoff. He's going to see you on a whole nother level. He's not going to feel triggered. He's not going to feel timid to speak to you, to step to you. So I need you to know, when you're fully moving in your power, let's say you work in corporate America. Just say you work in an office and it's nothing but male bosses. They see how you delegate. They see how you move. They see how people address you. They see how people conduct themselves around you. They see you got power. That's going to intimidate the average insecure motherfucker. Because initially, a man that's truly in his power is going to look at a strong woman as an asset, or he's going to be able to respect her gangster, respect the boss in her, respect the sovereign in her, respect the God in her. Only those that are truly inflicted with the feminine within themselves, or still deal with themselves, feel intimidated by divine feminine and her power. And psychologists even say this. When you disengage, it does something to people's brains psychologically to feel in their minds and heart that they don't mean nothing. So they do everything and more to try to get you where they're at. They try to get you to go low so you can meet them at that level. If you worked on yourself in certain aspects, you know initially you're not going to meet somebody where they're suffering at. You know you're not going to meet nobody where they're suffering at. And when you can truly sit back and analyze and realize that 85 to 95% of everything that's going on the outside of you is a projection of somebody's lack of due diligence of self inner work. You will not take it personal. You will not meet people where they are at. You will not try to meet people where they're even trying to go conflictly with you. Stand in your truth. Stand in your power. Because those that fuck with you are going to fuck with it. And those that don't are simply going to try to dispose, dismantle, whatever. Remove yourself. Remove yourself. Keep rising. Keep elevating. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. The fact that you are not giving energy to the places you once did. Because you're initially giving your power away. When you even tell a motherfucker to go fuck off and fuck you, that is sacred, believe it or not. Your word is life. You breathe life. When you truly understand that, and you feel in your heart you don't have nothing to give to a dead end situation, especially with those still battling themselves, you don't have nothing to truly step outside of yourself about. When you're not inflicted, when you don't project, when you don't take other people's projections either as your own, you oversee many parts of a situation. When you don't so fully project and you're not so fully out here looking to antagonize yourself, because some people really be studying you, Divine One. Studying you so hard to a point they try to make everything you post about them because they feel inflicted about the things you say. When really, if we're all communicators, grown-ass men, grown-ass women, those that have active throat chakras are definitely going to talk if they need to address an issue. And I'm pretty sure you're one of those stand-up people, Divine Ones. People try to take you out of your light simply because they need you in a certain space so they can still siphon off of you. So they can still try to take from your source. So they can still try to magnify certain things. And yes, behind the scenes, they do certain things they should not be doing. Divination, going to people, slandering you, passing your videos back and forth. Yeah, people be all on your shit. Internalizing shit you be saying and you not even coming for them. You're not even looking for them. Like, people don't truly fully face themselves on a daily, Divine One. But that's not your issue to hold. That is not your wound to hold. That is not your projection to hold. Keep remaining in the love that you bestow. And people think love means defeatism. Love is also a weapon. Again, y'all ain't hearing me when I say that, yo. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you don't. But we ain't gonna get into it, because if you know, then you already know where love could take you. Love could take you to higher heights. But instead, those that don't see that picture want to bring you down to their lower selves because they still battle their lower self. Listen, don't give that to nobody. Basura, malarkey. Listen. Again, those that are still battling self are going to try to get you to meet them where they're at. Pray for those that still suffer inside. Don't even match that energy, because initially you'll be tainting your own source because you're inviting that energy in. And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Stop taking people so personal. I'm telling you, it's because your light irritates them. Keep shining on them. Keep shining on them. Peace.
Looks like you forgot. Once again, how powerful you are.